Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
2. What's going on, baby? It's your boy Cedric coming back to you guys on a Wednesday for the Bells and Belts podcast. Got JD and Bro Cephas here with me this evening. Man Up, I think he's somewhere around 30,000 feet up in the air. Gentlemen, good evening to you guys.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How you doing?
Man, hey, man, it's been kind of a grind today, man. We got Man Up in an airplane somewhere. We got Bro just rolling in. It's crazy out here, man. Hey, but we're gonna do what we do on Wednesday, there, Bro Cephas.
Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, but yeah, we got something fun coming for you guys tonight. We're talking our top 10 favorite brawlers, right, JD?
Absolutely. And brawlers, man, that covers a wide range of wrestlers. So some of these guys that we're going to be talking about tonight, they can wrestle technical, they can fly, they can do a lot of the stuff, but these are the guys that like to throw hands and wrestle that smash mouth, beat you down kind of style. So that's who we're talking about tonight.
And I truly think that we're gonna be running like the gamut of in regards to the spectrum of what where we have brawlers and the different other I don't want to say disciplines in wrestling, but I definitely I would say the different
styles.
Yeah. It was on the tip of my tongue. I just couldn't get it out. JD, I know I have you here for a reason.
That's what I'm here for, man. I'm here to help. So, and you're going to see overlaps. You're going to see some of these guys might be on somebody's top 10 hardcore list. Some of these guys might be on somebody else's top 10 technical list of wrestlers. Think what have you. But like I said earlier, these are the guys that like to throw hands and get the audience going, and they like that smash mouth sort of heart style sort of. You know, bringing the hands and the feet. So
absolutely. And before we have our opening bell, let's go ahead and say hi to a couple.
Let's do it. So we got Maxim Gals in the house. What's up, Max? Hey, brother.
Isn't that the guy that made your New Japan?
That's the guy that made that New Japan Strong Belt and did a hell of a job on it. So thanks, Max, and thanks for hanging out with us, counting down with us. Scott's in the house tonight. What's up, brother?
Scott? Awesome.
Nice. Hey, Max says he just realized the shape of our logo is kind of like his new Bray Wyatt Tribute Championship. Hey.
A Bray Wyatt Tribute Championship. With the massive goals spin on it, too. I'm excited to see that, man.
I'm there for that. Nesha in the house tonight. What's up, Nesha?
Of course, Nesha tried and true. Appreciate you as always.
Man, I'm hiding because he doesn't have a disco fever. That facts.
That's probably what it is. He probably just didn't want to tell us that, man. So you know how those. But we're gonna go ahead and do what we do on a Wednesday. I'll do the honors tonight, gentlemen. Go ahead and get it started. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and put up my number 10, Joey. You're gonna love this one, Joey. Right off of the bat, JBL.
Bring in the heat.
It's funny because we were literally talking about him backstage, and Joey was already getting up telling like, "Oh, his reaction is priceless." Thank you for not letting me down, Joey. Thank you for not letting me down. As much as Joey hates and whatnot, he absolutely.
Yeah, he is.
As much as Joey hates him, I love the JBL character. He was always that smash mouth like. I don't know. One thing that definitely grabs me with in the age of where folks tend to work a little more lighter or whatnot. He definitely always brought it. His damn clubbing to the back alone is like, damn. for me, it kind of had that effect when you hear a Gunther chop. That just kind of resonated with me. So Joey, just for you at number 10, I got JBL.
Yeah, it's too bad he's not an actual tough guy. Beat up by Joey Styles.
Joey went there. Joey went there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Joe, who you got number 10?
All right, this is a guy I immediately thought of when we mentioned brawlers. I got the Hall of Famer himself, the Anvil, Jim Neidhart, is my number 10.
Absolutely, good one.
Like it, love it.
Yeah, love him. That's one thing that made the Hart Foundation work to me. You had Brett with the real technical wrestling, but Neidhart would just put the beating on a guy. Like,
yes, absolutely.
It's definitely who I thought of immediately when we mentioned brawlers, and we definitely wanted to include him in there.
Oh my gosh, and that's a freaking another guy. When he hit you, you felt it.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. And who can't love the Anvil, Jim Neidhart?
Yep,
loving it. All right, my number 10. I'm going to get a Joey frown, but my number 10 is Brock Lesnar.
Oh,
and when I say Brock Lesnar, I'm talking about Brock Lesnar COVID era and later. I'm talking about ground and pound, smash mouth, Brock Lesnar.
The second version of Brock Lesnar.
Absolutely, leaning into that MMA background,
right?
Opening up Randy Orton the hard way with those elbow smashes to the forehead, bloodying up John Cena. That's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, if you think about this freaking repertoire since he came back, like you almost can literally like it's pounds in the corner, knees and freaking you do the elbows, and freaking suplexes. It's just like suplexes is about the most technical thing he does now, if that, and it's not really freaking. Like science, he just pick you up and just throw you.
Yeah, and I think about that receipt he gave to the big guy when he got a little too rough in the ring and sort of gave him a smack in the middle of the ring, just to remind everybody that he's still Brock Lesnar, UFC champion. And so I'd say he fits that.
That was Braun, wasn't it?
Braun Strowman. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Ryback.
Could have been either,
the
really.
Big guy.
Yeah. So that's who I got for number 10, starting off.
All right. Make sure you guys count down with us. We're going
Let's just check in with a few folks here. We got Generic Jobber back in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Generic Jobber. That's what I'm talking about.
Number 10, JBL for Generic Jobber. He agrees with Cedric.
Hey, Joey. Generic Jobber agrees with me, bro. You see that?
Yeah,
you see that right there?
He's a jobber.
Damn it!
Damn. Ben Walker in the house, leaving it better than you found it,
Bitch
sir.
Layfield.
Ben Walker in the house.
Joey, you throw feeling okay, man? I'm hearing a little more. I'm hearing Jesse the Brody Ventura in your voice tonight, man. I miss that guy.
Yeah, he'll be back.
I love it.
Anvil would smash you.
All right.
There you go.
Definitely.
Max talking about my reference to the Randy Orton hard way match with Lesnar.
Sure.
Talked about that fight that broke out backstage between Jericho and Brock. Second coming to Brock, Mr. Ground and Pound. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Wow, Lesnar at 10 for you, JD. Can't wait to see the rest of your list. Absolutely. But yeah, thank you for the correction, Braun Strowman.
No, yeah, absolutely. All right.
All right. Where are we going, Cedric?
All right, let's go ahead and get number. All right. Oh, heel Carmichael.
Oh, heel Carmichael getting in that number 10. Right on. Nice.
Nice.
It's a solid choice. Love that.
That got Joey approval.
Love me some Rhino.
Awesome. I'm not gonna touch that one. I'm gonna leave that alone. I could have whistled word with that, JD, but we try. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Damn.
I'm just saying you left the door wide open. I mean, I was gonna walk through it like no. I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna go.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I love it. Number 9. Let's go and do it. All right, I got Harley Race up there, whatnot. the man is tough as freaking nails. When he Harley Race is a guy that you want to go somewhere with, but not have as your freaking enemy, man. The dude got stabbed. He missed one match, and he freaking came back. Dude is tough as hell. And I was watching a match from 85. It was Hanson and Harley going against the Road Warriors, and it was a freaking all out freaking brawl, man. Like they were taking it to them, and I loved it. And so Harley Race, it goes back to what you was talking about, JD. People that can go in the ring and do what necessary. This is the seven-time world champion. Whatnot. He didn't done it all, but he can definitely hold his own without a shadow of a freaking doubt, man.
Yeah, and Harley can go. Like, he's a technical wrestler. He had all the skills to mat wrestle and chain wrestle if he wanted to. He just liked to beat your ass.
I'm just saying. So absolutely.
Like you say it, he could back it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unlike John Bradshaw Layfield.
There's a theme tonight, man.
You know what? We're gonna get a new graphic made because I think we've worn the other one. Now we're gonna get a new one made. Yeah.
That's it. And that's just saying Rhino can still go. Absolutely, man. I think he looks just as fresh as he did 10, 15 years ago. Honestly, I agree with Nesha.
Absolutely.
And Cedric, he said no justification needed. Should just be a little higher on the list, they think.
Yeah. As we move along, you will see it gradually. Absolutely.
Scott's got Bam Bam Bigelow for number 10.
Okay.
And ninth is Bob Hawley. Solid choice.
Okay.
Solid choice.
Okay. All right, Joey. Where you at 9?
My number 9 is the War Machine, Rhino.
Oh, how about that one? Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So definitely when somebody mentioned Rhino, definitely on my list.
Oh, awesome.
Rhino's a killer, man. Like, does not again another great talent that does not get the respect I think across the board that he deserves. But I loved his come up in ECW, and God knows, man, him destroying the Sandman and doing the things to him that he did. Rhino is a great brawler.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Tony Thorpe in the house. What's up, brother?
We got a Tony sighting on Bells and Bells.
Yeah,
I love
my
it.
brother from another mother, Demolition, are my favorite brawlers. That's a solid choice.
A whole tag team of brawlers.
They used to get their opponent in the corner, and then they do that smash, that smash down in the corner. Man, that was solid.
Sure, yeah.
I love that. They're like,
and put him right down on the
tag
mat.
him in. It's like,
And we got Facebook user, ECW, the entire ECW locker from 95 to 2000. Sabu, Sandman, the Gangsters, etc. Hard to pick one.
Yes,
he's not. You're not wrong.
New Jack alone from that.
I'm just.
Nesha says great choice.
Damn, Joey. Damn, I hate you right now. Oh my gosh.
People loved him in Pakistan when he came here. Awesome. I love that.
Oh man, there is
love too. I'm
Balls Mahoney. Okay. Oh, that guy, man.
Good list, Heel Carmichael.
Oh, nice. See,
Scott's going with Vader for 8. Solid choice.
I even did my 8 yet. Come on, JD.
Man, we gotta hear from the people. Any of the ECW stars fit on this list?
Sure.
All of them, pretty much all of them.
I wouldn't put Shane Douglas necessarily as a brawler.
Fair.
He could brawl, but I wouldn't call him a brawl.
He could, especially the people that he was working with, especially when as champion. He definitely ran the gamut.
He was forced to do it, but it's definitely not Shane's style or expertise.
Absolutely.
All right. My number 8. My number 8. Or so I've just got to get mine in here real quick.
Your number 9.
Won't take long. Mine is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Talking about the WWE Stone Cold Steve Austin era. When he was stunning Steve Austin, he was definitely the technical wrestler for sure. But when we get over to WWE and he got injured due to that pile driver, his work style changed quite a bit, and we started getting more of that sort of stomp a mud hole in the corner.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that is yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin, that whole Attitude Era, whatnot. A lot of the technical went to the wayside anyway. So the style that he freaking brought was it was like the calling card for anything that it was brilliant during that era.
And I mean he was the most over guy in that time period.
Sure.
And I think a lot of, and just like always happens in wrestling, when you see somebody having success, a lot of other people start doing the same thing. So
sure.
you saw Triple H and a lot of other wrestlers start to move into that style of wrestling and working that way. So yeah,
sure.
For sure,
absolutely. All right. Number 8 for me. Do it. Let's do this.
All right.
Bam. The man. Again, another guy who can definitely go hole for hole with you in the ring, but the man middle aged and freaking crazy, man. He can definitely do it with the best of them. The man tried to kill freaking Ric Flair on national television by putting a plastic bag over his head. But I just say, come on now, Clash of Champions 9, if I'm not mistaken. Don't hold me on it, but. I remember that was an 8. I know that was an 89. But yeah, freaking Terry Funk, man. Of course, his work with freaking ECW. Gotta have Terry Funk on the list, man.
I think we're gonna see a theme of some Texans on this list.
You think so?
I think so. Probably. Terry Funk is absolutely legend.
You got
amazing.
Terry Funk at number 8. I can't wait to see what you got in your top 5 because
just you wait, man. Just you wait, dude.
All right. Who you got at number 8, Mr. Joey?
All right. At number 8, I got Big Van Vader.
Ooh.
Who's the man?
The Vader.
Vader, baby. Vader. Who's the man?
Do I really have to go into this?
No pain. No pain.
I fear no man. I fear no pain.
Yeah. He was the definition of a brawler.
I'm just happy to wear red.
With the ability to do high flying.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, he ripped Foley's ear off. So
I'm just saying.
I've never seen a guy. I mean, he laid in some punches too. Good Lord.
Yeah.
His strikes were very direct and deliberate.
Yeah.
Have you ever caught that footage of him giving a receipt to Shamrock? In the WWE. So yeah, Shamrock got a little too spicy in the ring, and Vader gave him a timeout.
Let him know who he was. Yeah,
I love it. All right,
Gil Carmichael coming in with the Jay and Mark Briscoes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I could see that for sure.
Wow. This one here,
solids.
This one here,
going back to the old Crockett promotion.
I was a huge mark for that Russian sickle, man. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, I think
a lot of that had to do with the fact that the man hadn't worked a day till he walked into Crockett's and then got trained on the job. So that had a lot to do with it. Like he was smash mouth because he couldn't help it.
Awesome. I love it. Okay. All right, JD.
Who do I got? I got Roddy Piper.
Okay. Not Hogan?
Yeah. Chopping the hell out of Hogan. I mean, Roddy was one of those guys like we talked about at the beginning of the show that could really kind of do anything you needed him to do. So if you wanted him to technical wrestle, and testament to that is the match he had with Bret Hart over the Intercontinental Championship or some of his earlier NWA matches, he could definitely do that. Mm-hmm. But he's just one of those guys like Harley that like to beat people up, and he knows that style worked and it got him over, and so he became pretty classic brawler for sure.
Absolutely. All right. What else we got? What
else we got in here? We got didn't Mr. Wonderful knock Vader out? Yeah, he did in his flip-flops.
Damn.
Absolutely, he did. That's that. Everybody make sure that you know that Paul Orndorff was wearing flip-flops when he did it.
Damn.
But that is Paul Orndorff too, who's a badass.
Yeah, I mean it is Paul Orndorff,
No,
so it's
geez.
you're talking levels.
Not
You're
like
talking.
Joey Styles knocking.
You're talking levels of badassery, really. So,
I
Neshus
love
is
Joey
Mick Foley.
Styles, but Joey Styles is not a badass, and he's still.
Thank you, Nesha. Piper's always a great choice. Thank you very much. Thank
Awesome.
you. All right,
we're at 7.
we are
Exactly. Do it. Let's do it.
Shazam
Exactly. The sheet, man. I mean,
with a young Sabu there on his
very
right.
young Sabu. This was from FMW if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely correct.
But he was up in age at this time, but from the 60s, definitely into the 70s. Well, this was the damn calling card was brawling, mauling, just whether it's him throwing fire or him freaking stabbing you with something, or there was nothing technical about this man at all. So the Sheik is definitely on my list. And if you kind of see, this is the trend going up for me. This is the trend going up for me.
Love it. All right, what do you got, Joey?
Man, I got a guy you just can't have a brawler list and not have him on there. Stan the Lariat Hansen.
Ah, really?
There you go.
But so if I don't have
not the great value Stan Hansen known as JBL. We're talking the name brand.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
We're talking the name.
So
brand.
like you're saying, Joey, like if you wanted to put a meme up and you had like a picture of Stan Hansen and then you had like the Wish version of Stan Hansen, that's JBL.
There you go.
Ouch.
Clothesline from Hell ain't got shit on the Lariat Stan Hansen. I'm just saying.
I know,
Facts.
Joey. I know.
I mean, he did clothesline Vader's eye out of his head. So
I'm just saying.
Just saying. I don't see how you can talk about brawlers. Now I want to talk like Jesse Ventura. I don't see how you could have a list about brawlers and not talk about Stan the Lariat Hansen. I just don't see how you could do it.
I love it, bro.
That's awesome.
I love it. Okay, JD.
All right, where are we on 7 now?
Yes, sir.
Number 7 for me has to be Steve Dr. Death Williams.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Has to be. Man, everything that man did was stiff. And I mean, if you want to watch somebody look like he's killing people with some suplexes, you think Brock Lesnar's bad, go watch some Steve McMichael or Steve Williams, not Steve McMichael, Steve Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he drops people on their heads he is just brutal. And he loves that smash mouth.
Yes.
He's got that hard-nosed football wrestling background, and everything he did was just tough and badass. And it's actually one of the reasons they ended up putting him into that whole brawl for all in WWE that completely failed and tanked. He was actually going to be that whole thing was actually put on to try and promote him and get him over. He just unfortunately ended up getting knocked out. So
yeah,
he's not a professional fighter. He is a legitimate tough guy, but
super tough guy. Yeah,
just wasn't a boxer.
Exactly. Oh dear God. Yeah,
badass. So let's just check in here. We go for it.
I just want to say, we all as wrestling fans, we did not deserve. We truly did not deserve when him and Terry Bam Bam Gordon were both together as a tag team. We did not deserve that because that's a level of awesomeness that we weren't ready for, and we were huge fan of that.
So good.
Oh, dude, that was freaking amazing. Man.
Yeah, just that talk about just hard nosed physical wrestling, man. Those guys were badass. Yeah. Heel Carmichael had Triple H as number 7. Solid choice. Yeah, I can see that absolutely. Yeah. Especially in the Attitude Era, Triple H was definitely that sort of that brawler kind of sort of. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was taped from his knuckles to his elbow. So, see, 80s had the best wrestlers. Nesha says, don't disagree. Facebook user, the Maniac Mark Lewin, aka the
okay.
Purple Haze. I think
All
the
right.
Shanghai Sleeper was the only technical we did. Nice.
You give me the championship wrestling from Florida memories on that one. Okay.
I'm not going to put Scott up yet because he's a little ahead of us on here, but I'll catch up with you, Scott. I promise.
I love it.
Let's see. What does? Generic Jobber, Dr. Death's Dangerous Backdock Driver. Match over. Facts.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, we're at 6, and this one's for Nesha. You said we couldn't have a list without him, so we'll go ahead and bring him up. Mick Foley.
You can definitely have a list without him. But I'm not.
You are on a roll today.
I'm not knocking Cactus Jack.
I know.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy?
Yeah.
One bullshit guy. He do the wee woo wee woo.
What the heck was that? Yeah, there was nothing technical about what Mick Foley did in the ring. So, yeah, Mick Foley, absolutely.
Solid. Love it.
I respect it, but at the same time, I think Mick's calling card was just getting his ass beat. Just saying. I'm not saying he's not a brawler. He definitely is. But I think his calling card is getting thrown off.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying on that one.
Just saying he ain't that great.
Are you suggesting he's not a badass?
That goes without saying. Anyways.
This
isn't top 10 badasses though, so I'm not
saying.
It's
fair enough. It's not.
It's top 10 favorite.
That'd be a good one to cover at some point in time. The baddest men in wrestling, and women, maybe even as well.
Sure. Absolutely.
All right, Joey, who you got
on number 6?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I got the hot rod, Roddy Piper.
Okay,
that's a guy you can't have a brawler list without. I'm just saying. I don't see how you could without Piper.
Easy.
Piper's the scrappiest ass dude that ever existed in wrestling. Like this guy, I feel like this guy made brawling like what it was. Like I feel like
come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Absolutely.
I mean, he brought that
He's
boxing
all
style and everything to the ring, to the wrestling. So he
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Love it.
An all-out brawler.
You are on a roll today with these.
I am on a roll, man. I got stuff you haven't even heard yet. Scott, we're catching up with Scott. Scott's got Scott Norton, number 6. Solid choice. Scott Flash Norton.
Scott Norton, okay.
Former IWGP champion. I don't know if everyone knows that.
Sure.
Hell of a tough guy.
Absolutely.
Let's see. What do we got here? Oh yeah, here we go. Heel Carmichael, Masato Tanaka. Solid choice.
And shit, him and freaking Mike Awesome just beat the hell out of each other, man. Jesus Christ, man.
Mm-hmm.
I had to cringe. Like, ooh, God, he did.
Yeah.
Ooh, damn that.
Darby Allin takes dangerous bumps. You ain't seen shit. You see Mike Awesome powerbomb Masato Tanaka over the top rope out to the ring through a damn table.
Jeez, that was crazy.
Mm-hmm. That just says he was over.
Yeah, I think it's my Foley. I think it was.
Yeah, what's up about Mick Foley? And then we have Facebook user had Mad Dog Buzzsaw. Yes, nothing technical about Mad Dog, especially in Georgia. That's a really solid one.
Yeah, so
he was the notorious I'll train you and then leave town, jump to the next territory, Buzzsaw.
Absolutely. And this is why I love you guys to count along with us because, yeah, it's good. It's good to see where everybody's heads at when we have these topics. So actually, keep it coming, Gub. I'm loving it because we can definitely chime in on the
Nesha
ones
loves
that
herself some Piper. Absolutely.
Sure,
he's awesome.
Sure, absolutely.
Kick your ass in a skirt.
Hey, it's a kilt. You know why they call it that, Nesha? Because the last one that called it a skirt got killed. Now,
don't get Joey started now. Don't get Joey started.
All right, who you got next, Cedric?
Well, for all you beer belly sharecroppers out there, this is one that I'm sure that a lot of y'all is going to sleep on. Bring it up right now.
From New York,
Bad News Brown.
That's Bad News Allen.
I know it is.
Just kidding.
That guy, dude. The personification of freaking badass, man.
Yeah,
freaking judo. Yeah, had the freaking judo background. Definitely cut his teeth.
World champion judo.
Exactly.
Judo player.
Cut his teeth up in the Stampede. Had like a 2-year run in New York, man. New York wasn't ready for that level of freaking intensity, man. He's
doing an enziguri there, like
yeah. He was the ghetto blaster. What he called it?
Ghetto blaster.
Oh yeah.
Ghetto blaster, man. That dude. That WrestleMania 4 Battle Royal. Him and Brett won together. Then he double crossed them.
Yeah,
that's freaking amazing. But
I agree.
Bad News is badass, man. I love it, man.
Yeah.
Beer belly sharecroppers. I loved it, man.
All right, are we on 5?
We're on 5, sir.
Woo! Time is flying. All right.
It is.
I'm just gonna pull up real quick, catching up with Scott. Scott says, "Love Stan Hansen is his number 5."
Nice.
Can't go wrong with that choice. And Heel Carmichael's got New Jack.
New Jack.
Nobody's gonna argue with that one.
Man, hey,
yeah.
Unless you want to,
he might come back from the dead and F you up.
Exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say, man. Like
Dan Spivey, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, some of the stories I've heard about what with him backstage. Yeah, he's legit. Yeah, for sure. He's legit.
I love it. All right, Joey, where you at?
All right, number 5. My number 5 is a guy that I guess is going to be kind of controversial to some people, but I got Big Barry Windham.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
I can see it.
Yeah. Another guy JBL stole a lot from. Hey, let's be honest.
Hey, well, it is his one of his former tag team partners. Briefly.
Let's not talk about that era.
Oh my God, dude! that had promise, man. The new Blackjacks, that had promise. They had a historical reference.
Why would, if you have Barry Windham on the roster, why are you doing that with him?
I know, but it's like, when they came out, I forgot what WrestleMania it was, but they came out like, okay, the new Blackjacks, okay, they lean towards history just a little bit, but not too much. But yeah, that died quickly, though.
Yeah. Barry didn't need that.
He didn't.
They never knew what to do with him up there, unfortunately. But Barry, Barry, I consider a lot of what Barry did was a lot of brawler tactics. But I do feel like one of Barry's things is he was so, I don't know, he's so graceful for a big man. Like he really could move well, which is not something a lot of brawlers can do. And but I enjoyed seeing him beat someone down.
Absolutely. And it's like because he played that pretty boy babyface role for so long. But then when he turned on freaking Luger, man, he embraced that heel real quick, and it was truly seamless. It really was. It truly was.
Barry is an all-time great. He's a true legend.
Yeah, and he was a victim of also who he shared the ring with at the time. So it was such a golden age for so much talent.
It really was.
Yeah, he comes along in any time period, and he's world champion and carrying it for years.
And to talk about Gordy and Williams, the mix of like him, Barry and Dustin Rhodes working with them was phenomenal.
Yes,
sure.
It was
for sure. I have got already mentioned, so I won't go long, but of course, Harley Race.
Absolutely.
Legit badass, tough guy. He can do it all in the ring, but just highly respected and feared for good reason because he was a tough guy. So, and he loved that smash mouth sort of break you down and beat you into the mat style. So,
yeah.
Well, I'm seeing some good ones.
I'm trying to catch up here, so we're kind of out of order with a few people here. I'm just going to try and make sure I don't spoil anything for anybody.
Sure.
let's see. Generic Jobber said the Road Warriors LOD. Enough said.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
If nothing else, sure.
Yeah, and let's see. I think Scott had. Are we on number 3 now or number 4? 4.
We're at 4.
Yeah, Scott had Piper.
Okay.
As his 4th. Solid choice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And I think some people are throwing some names out.
Exactly. Let's do this, JD. Being that we don't have numbers of them, I'm sure we're gonna have time to come back and piggyback on some of these, and we can definitely talk about those as well. So
let's do that.
Absolutely. My number 4, I got Vader. Like you said, you can't have a list without this. Case in point, that just looks stiff.
He's beating down Yokozuna.
So I'm like, Jesus, man.
Yeah. He can open hand just palm strike you to death.
Exactly, man. And talking about dropping the boom on you, man. Jeez, man. It's like, ugh.
He got more sympathy on Sting than I ever saw anybody.
Oh my God, yes.
It's
exactly that feud, the White Castle of Fear.
Well, the secret is just to actually legitimately beat their ass on the ring so that people feel bad for them.
Yeah, and Sting was not a small guy, so to get sympathy on a big guy, you gotta put a beating on him. You gotta look dominant. He did that. Him and Sting had very good chemistry.
Absolutely solid. We do have a number here. We have Hayabusa, number 4 for heel Carmichael.
It would have been more in our high flyer conversation, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, Daredevil, he was. He featured pretty high in that list. So for a lot of us,
exactly.
All right.
Yeah, he used his entire body more as a weapon.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Not just limited to fist and feet, huh? Okay. I'm with that.
All right, Joey, who you got next?
We on number 4?
We are, sir.
Yeah. All right. I got Raven.
Okay.
Oh yeah. All right. There you go.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Especially in ECW. But go. I mean, even in WCW, WWE, be like this character was made for brawling. Like, especially coming from previous gimmicks where he did a lot less of that and a lot more wrestling. But Raven was very good at but Raven's so cerebral at the same time, which made it interesting. He had a very methodical pace about the way he did do things, but he, especially guys like him and Sandman, absolute nasty brawls.
Absolutely.
Him and Terry Funk, holy crap, yeah. So
solid. I won't go too long in my next. We've already talked about him twice before, but it has to, of course, be Big Van Vader.
Everybody's list, see?
Yeah, he has
killing Cactus Jack in this
just
picture.
just about to take his ear off. So, yeah, he's a bad man. He was, and he learned wrestling in Japan, and he learned hard style, and he learned stiff, and he brought that with him back to North America. And he wasn't always popular in the locker rooms because of it, but it was an exciting match.
Awesome.
And
what made it even better was having Harley Race for a manager.
Oh man, that was such a great.
That was perfect. That was
such a great.
Gotta hit that baby. I love it. We have a Man Up sighting. Man Up. There it is. There he is.
Man Up. Welcome.
Awesome.
Love it.
All right.
Facebook user number 4, Roddy Piper. 90% of his matches were the very definition of non-technical.
Sure.
Yeah. Can't argue with that. That's
Absolutely.
a fact.
All right.
See the Starcade match with Greg Valentine.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
That was a brawl.
That was a brawl. Yes. Absolutely. I love it. Number 3 for me, the personification of a brawler, big old Bruiser Brody, man.
Look at that boot. Look at that boot in the jaw.
Right in the freaking in the jaw.
Taking Inoki's jaw right off. Which is no easy feat if you've seen that man's jaw.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's got a huge jaw.
From where he worked here in the States, he worked in Japan, he worked in Puerto Rico. He brought that fight every freaking where he went, and and I got him so high up on my list. The first wrestling magazine I saw, first wrestling magazine I purchased. If you go on YouTube, you'll see the video I've done of that, the short I've done of that. Bruiser Brody was in it. And he was in a freaking barbed wire match, man.
Mm-hmm.
Put that in the context for an 8-year-old to see that. Yeah, that dude is badass, man. I love it, man.
Facebook user agrees.
Way too soon.
Way too soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Bruiser Brody at number 3, guys.
Solid. All right. So let's say Scott says Brody was a god amongst gods.
Jeez, man.
There you go, right?
Pretty
Gil
hard.
Carmichael coming in with Bam Bam Bigelow.
Okay, all
East
right.
from the East.
All right.
Who you got, Joey?
Oh, we're okay. I can't remember what order. All right. My number 3 is Terry Bam Bam Gordy.
Okay.
Yes.
With the UWF title there, man.
Yeah. I had to have him up high. I love Terry Gordy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Another ass whooper. Playing another guy that legitimately beat you down.
The big man of the Freebirds. Damn it,
he's the heavy.
He's the big man of the best worker of the Freebirds, in my opinion. Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. He's definitely the most talented in.
Can't argue with it. And if it's unfortunate that he had the issues he had with the drugs and that they caused the damage that they did. Towards the end of his career, because go for it.
Oh no, I was saying when I was early in the pro wrestling business, one of the highlights of my entire time in the business around 1999 was getting to work several shows with Terry Bam Bam Gordy.
Nice, bro.
The guy could sleep under any conditions. Like I tell you, they put in the ring together. He's over there like on the stage, like randomly just asleep.
Nice.
Which probably didn't help his whole issues overall and everything, because I'm pretty sure the guy had sleep apnea. Looking back at it, because that man snore too right out in the open. But I had some great conversations with him, and I mean, God knows, again, going back to the Miracle Violence connection, I liked that more than I liked him in the Freebirds, just because it was with Dr. Death.
He had a chemistry with Williams that was. I mean, he had great chemistry with the Birds too. Don't get me wrong, but they were kind of the same guy. Like they had the same attitude, same style. They just really complemented each other. So it really
made for that Japanese style too. They really,
I mean, he worked with the Freebirds because he was the contrast they needed. Like they all, they worked because they were all different, very different. But there was something there was a synergy between him and Williams that was unique.
Absolutely.
And I think that's somebody, honestly, that if he hadn't passed so early and had the issues he'd had, and unfortunately had the brain damage that he had, that's somebody that I think would have gotten over in the WWE over a period. Not that you have to get over in the WWE, but I think he might have had a more mainstream sort of career because of his size and then the way he worked, honestly.
I hate that I think they brought him in for a spot.
He came in as the
executioner.
Executioner.
That whole freaking buried alive gimmick, I think.
Yeah, and he tried to work with Taker, tried to work an angle with Taker for a while.
I don't think we had ever got him in WWE, just especially as years went by. He wouldn't have been there during the John Cena era.
No.
But I'm thinking that when he was there, like that '90s era, that early '90s, early mid '90s, I think he could have done some stuff. They had enough big men there.
A guy like Bret Hart too. That could have been.
Oh, dude!
Can you imagine? And imagine a Bam Bam who still could work the same way, going up against the Taker, and not getting saddled with some lame executioner angle, but like came in as Bam Bam.
Yeah, it could get that real heat on him.
Oh man.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, moving on. So my next is already mentioned as well.
Bruiser
Brody with that world famous pump kick that he likes to throw in people's faces, and I think he's knocking Bam Bam's head off there. Actually,
nice.
He's about to? I don't know who that is. It might be. No, it's not Steiner. I don't know.
That's Snuka. That's
Snuka. Yeah, you're right, Snuka. So it's Snuka. Yeah,
with boots on.
Yeah. That's what threw me off with the boots. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, Love it. Love that guy.
I love
See
it.
if I
Awesome.
can catch up in here a little bit.
Yeah.
Are we on 3 already?
Yeah, that was 3. Yeah.
That was 3. Okay, here we go. Man Up throwing out Roddy Piper. Absolutely.
That's Roddy
Solid.
Piper. Who's Roddy?
That's
Roddy Pipper.
Roddy
Roddy Piper.
Pipper.
Roddy Piper.
Roddy. Isn't that a bread from Jamaica?
Maybe.
No, that's Indian.
One of them.
Roddy
Sounds
Piper.
like one of those phone app
Roddy
wrestling
Piper.
games.
Roddy Piper.
Awesome.
All right. Heel Carmichael's got Bam Bigelow.
All right. Okay.
That's awesome.
And
I'm
I'll
loving
save the others because they're later. All right.
All right. Number 2. No list is complete, right, Joey? Bring him up. Stan the Lariat Hansen, of course, man.
Wow.
She's
Killing a guy right now.
I'm sorry, buddy. It's my prescription hasn't been updated yet, and I'm
just saying.
Apparently they couldn't get his prescription in Japan for 15, 20 plus years. So
there are several things that as a wrestler, there are several things in this world I wouldn't mind taking. I wouldn't mind taking a chop and flare. I wouldn't mind getting a headbutt from JYD. Stan has said he wasn't throw the lariat at me. I respectfully decline, sir. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Take a hard pass on that.
I was like a hard pass on that one, man. It's not much. It's not much that I'll say no to, but that would be definitely one of them because Jesus, man.
That finisher right there sold a lot of tickets, though.
It sure did.
I'm just saying, man.
Nessie says she puts Taker and Kane on this list. Same goes for Stone Cold. Absolutely. Love it.
Great.
Yes, thank you, Facebook user, correcting me. Jimmy Snuka, absolutely.
I thought he was saying Jimmy Snuka was one of his choices. I'm like, okay.
Oh, hang on.
I guess so. But
peeking in the corner there. All right, and then I got Heels got Sabu.
Sabu, yes, sir.
Solid choice.
Sure.
Facebook user, Generic Jobber's got Stone Cold, and that's the bottom line.
There's that line. Bottom line. There's that line. There it is. All right, Joey, who you got it to, man?
My number 2 is Terry Funk.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
The Funker.
Yeah.
It's
like a picture of a fighter there. I mean, like an old.
Yeah.
Me and my brother. My brother Dory. I will come up there and everybody knows that Dusty Rose is an egg-sucking dog.
You darn right he is.
I love it, man. Freaking badass.
Tell you what, I'm going to throw this out there. We've talked enough about Terry Funk, but one of his many retirement matches happened in Texas as part of an ECW show where he wrestled WWF champion Bret the Hitman Hart.
It was.
Yeah.
Watch that match if you get a chance. If you can find
and you can actually catch the behind-the-scenes footage of that in the documentary.
Beyond the Mat. Absolutely.
Behind the Mat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Crazy, too. Another thing, another reason, as great as Bret was as a technical wrestler, he paired up good with brawlers. So I'm like
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mine is Joey and I are on the same page. I got to put Terry Funk as my number 2 for sure. He's man, and this series of matches with Flair exemplified the brawler versus the technician, and love that whole sequence, man. Yeah. That I Quit match was timeless, really.
Sure.
You talk about a great heel can get sympathy on a baby face, and Terry Funk is the epitome of that. Like he can be the baby face, but he's so good at just putting a beating on a baby face.
Yeah.
Damn right. Best ever. Always remember Terry Funk for sure.
I love it. All right, dude. We got everybody's number 2s.
I think so.
All right, and drum roll, please. We are at number 1, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna go ahead and get us kicked off with my number 1, the madman from the Sudan, Abdullah the Butcher. Oh, this guy here.
Look at that monster. Look at that monster.
Again, another one that's like there is nothing technical about Abdullah the Butcher. The most technical you got from him was that awesome elbow drop that he freaking does. The man will freaking brawl on I'll damn near say on every damn continent, he freaking drew and freaking bled and everything else with everybody that was probably on this damn list that I freaking had. So Abdullah the Butcher is my number one.
Love it.
You had to say he bled on all that, and now you just reminded me of what he did to Hannibal. But anyway, gave him Hep C.
Gave him Hep C. Yeah. You can fit a lot of blades in that much tape on your hand.
I'm just saying.
Oh my God, no! But yeah.
All right, who you got? Who you got for number?
I feel like my number one's boring now because he's already been on everybody else's list. But it's Harley Race.
Absolutely, sir.
Oh, that's a solid choice, though.
I know. I love Harley Race. I'm a huge fan. To me, he's the greatest NWA World Champion of all time. And yeah, again, another guy, legitimate tough guy, real fighter, great brawler.
Love it. Solid. Let's just check in with a few people since we hit number one.
Oh,
for Nesha, Terry Funk is her number one.
Yeah, all right.
Good
solid.
choice.
Love this, Carmichael. Tushi Unita. Solid.
Okay. That is good.
That's a great choice. And we haven't had that one yet tonight.
We haven't had that one. Of course.
Yes. Stan Larry Hansen. Being legally blind means he was stiff as hell because he just couldn't see. He terrorized Japan for years with that lariat. The unsinkable battle. Facts. All facts. Man Cave. Yes. There you go. Jared. What? Yes. All right.
Huh?
I mean, his last name does rhyme with Brawler.
I'm thinking that's where he's going with that one. Okay.
No, Man Up. This was not the top 10 Lawler list. This was the top 10 Brawler list.
I'm just saying.
Lawler a Brawler. I mean, he had matches where he did brawl, but
okay, yeah, absolutely.
I'm surprised nobody mentioned Man Up's true favorite brawlers, the Nasty Boys.
I'm just saying, Man Up is fired. Yep,
Man Up is fired.
He is. He's mad.
Man Up said I had to.
No, you didn't.
He's playing with her emotions. That's what he's doing.
And JD at number one, who you have?
Number one, I had Stan.
Yes,
Larry Hansen.
Absolutely.
I just had to put him at number one because I can't think of anybody in
He's
the
hitting Andre
business.
there, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. He's about to take Andre the Giant's head off.
Jesus.
And I've actually seen footage. I've seen footage of matches where Stan hit Vader and 360 and actually threw him into a 360 spin.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I mean, there were very few people that could match that man's physicality in the ring and his intensity. And he took it too. Like he wasn't just like it's not like he was being protected by the promotions and just squashing people. They were giving it to him just as good as he got it. So when it comes to legitimate type, and I mean, pretty much every archetype of that sort of lariat throwing cowboy came from him. So
absolutely.
So,
all right. We got a little bit of time there, JD. We can hit up some of these honorable mentions that we had out there.
Let's go through. So let's go back here. I'll pull it up here. Let's see. So we had a few people mention Undertaker and Kane. Nesha mentions that as well. That's a great choice.
Okay.
Let's see. What else do we have? Oh yeah. So I'm sorry. Dan was saying Dan Spivey was his number two. Dan Spivey.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Which is actually not like I've heard there's a couple of stories recently surfaced about he and Sid beating down a jobber in WCW that wouldn't sell for them.
Yes, I've seen that. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I watched the footage and that.
Speaking of honorable mentions, though, Sid
Vicious is a great choice. Yeah, absolutely. Road Warriors was mentioned earlier. Let's see what else we got. Skinner brought a smile to Joey's face. He thought that
Skinner kind of upset. Oh, whatever. I mean,
Steve Kern,
the
Bushwakers. No. The sheep herders, absolutely. The sheep herders, absolutely, man.
Completely agree with that.
Absolutely.
Somebody mentioned beautiful Bobby Eaton. More of a technical wrestler, right? Wouldn't you think? I don't know.
Technical high flyer, yeah.
Yeah.
He got to have a good work.
Oh, here's a list: Brooklyn Brawler, Raven, Ahmed Johnson for sure, Terry Funk, Harley Race. List goes on and on. So much to choose from. Abdullah the Butcher. Yep, those are good choices.
Not Ahmed.
I mean, Brooklyn Brawler has Brawler in his name, for goodness sake.
But not
I
Ahmed
mean, come on.
Johnson.
Exactly.
Ahmed Johnson just had no ability.
Well, there's a thin line between, like we were talking about with Russian Sickle and a lot of that stuff in the early days.
Nikita was 10 billion times better than Ahmed.
Well, he was because look who he was learning from. Like, look who he was. I mean, he was wrestling.
He was surrounded by guys who knew what the hell they were doing in the.
You're wrestling programs with Magnum TA, and you're wrestling programs with Luger, and you're wrestling programs with Dusty, and I mean, how could you not?
Still, WWF had a pretty stacked roster at that time too. You had a lot of guys that knew what they were doing.
Yeah, but. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Awesome.
Well, so those are some of the names we had. Here's some honorable mentions. Just Incredible.
Taz.
You had to take Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome is a great choice.
Uh-huh.
Taz, more technical than Brawler, but yeah. Not sure about the Edge. The Pitbulls, yes, for sure. Jun Kasai, Crazy Monkey, Tommy Dreamer. Yeah. Definitely.
Dreamer, yeah.
Tommy
Dennis Condrey.
Dennis
maybe
Condrey.
a little.
Sting, the Sandman, Dudley Boys.
Sting?
The Dudley Boys. So that's a sensitive topic with Joey. You gotta be
it ain't the topic to.
Wrong one. Was for me. This is one I meant to put up. Joey hates his bullies.
That after today's show, that one's gonna get retired, and we're gonna do a new one.
We're gonna come up with a new one, and it's gonna have Jerry the King Lawler in it.
But yes, absolutely, guys. We did good. We came up under the bell, so we did pretty good. We really love all that feedback, guys. We love that.
Yeah,
definitely keep. That's why we enjoy doing these top tens, because we love to hear your thoughts are, and where you're feeling on the topic of discussion. And we definitely encourage you to do that. As always, we thank everybody for watching. If you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and do us a solid. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button that you see on the screen. Make sure you hit all notifications so you can follow along whenever if we are live, or whenever we drop a new video. You get notified, and that's like the best way for you guys to support us. And with that, Joey,
go ahead and send me some money. No, I mean, you can if you want, but no, seriously, join our Facebook. You'll know you're in the right place.
Yeah.
Let me see if I'm pointing. If you see,
there you go. If you see that,
there you go.
Absolutely. And you can also find us on Champions Belt Club on Facebook. Go ahead and join up there, and you can follow us. We do daily quizzes, wrestling trivia, wrestling news, all kinds of stuff. Really busy, active page. A lot of fun, good group of people, no drama at all, which we love.
Absolutely.
And we have a Friday fantasy booking we're doing right now. Top 12 NWA champions of all time. We'd love you to come in and give us your vote and let us know who you think should be number one.
Absolutely, and I think it's safe to go ahead and drop this little bit of a spoiler. So some of that trivia and whatnot. It's coming to Bells and Belts. So you guys stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
We got some great stuff going. Great show, guys. Hey, how about we do this again next week?
Let's do it again. Maybe you want to do it Wednesday at 8 p.m.
That seems like the perfect time to do a show, Joe.
I think we should.
That sounds good to you, Joe. Yeah. Absolutely, and hopefully we can find Man Up, and we can get him on here as well. So for all the guys, I'm your boy Cedric D, and we will see you guys here next week here on Bells and Belts.
Peace.